What's fundamental to me is the notion of Jewish peoplehood, that despite our religious diversity, our ethnic diversity, our geographic diversity, we are truly part of one large community, and Israel is central to that.
He loves Israel just as we Israelis love this country. It's a love that comes from the deepest understanding of the connection between the Jewish people and the land of Israel. I truly learned from him that to love Israel and to be a Zionist, you don't have to live here. You have to be Barry Rosenberg.
I think that for Barry, Israel is the connection to the people. Barry has been a really important resource for JCRC as they've worked on a variety of strategies of how to advocate for Israel. And so I think when JCRC has called upon him, he's always been ready to be available and be helpful. And so I think in that way, it's been a very important relationship.
He would always ask me questions, listen to my opinions, argue with me, but it was always with utmost respect and always with the understanding that the world is open to all ideas.
There were two things that I would say are most significant to me in terms of my experience and work with Israel. The first would have been Operation Moses, the rescue of the Ethiopian Jews. In those days, I was working for the Jewish Federation in New Jersey. We knew that something was afoot. This was before email, so we got a fax. And the fax said the planes are flying and send money. And that is a very emotional moment for me in terms of my connection to Israel. The second thing that really gives me a sense of pride and achievement was the creation of our partnership with Yokneam and Megiddo in Israel. This dates back to 1995 with an opportunity to create a more dynamic, more integral relationship with the community in Israel where we could invest in terms of the development of that community.
Barry has left such a profound mark in terms of the people that he knows in person, the understanding that he has of all the social issues, and of course the money invested in making that a better place. And in addition, forging real life connections between people so that it's not just Israel on the receiving side and St. Louis on the giving side, but really something that's reciprocal and is an eye level where people know each other.
For me, probably the single most important thing is to create this sense of connection and this sense of understanding that our fates are inextricably tied together. And particularly in moments of crisis in Israel, they need to see us active, whether it's on the streets or whether it's in the JCC auditorium. But if they don't feel the emotional connection from the American Jewish population, that is extremely debilitating. My hope is that we can, through what we do from an educational perspective, from a programmatic perspective, from a funding perspective, deepen that sense of connection for lots of our St. Louis Jewish community.